Of October 2025. You are addressing Imo journalists today on this press briefing this day. Tell us your name formally.
Okay, my name is Jacob Obuna Ude. I'm from Ebonyi State, the local government.
Living in Imo State?
I'm living in Imo State. So on the 13th of August, my wife was taken to Mark of Glory Specialist Hospital at MCC, number 30 MCC Road, Owerri. Then for dialysis, which they commenced on the surgery. After the surgery, they asked me to pay 1,155,000, and which they manipulated me to keep my car, my mother car, because if I don't, that my wife will die. They were telling me all things negatively, that my wife will die if I don't do whatever they say, which I was first manipulated to do everything they asked me to do in the name to save the life of my wife. After the day, they keep telling bills, and at the end, all they were treating, all they were doing, there was no any positive answer. And at the end, when they discharged and stopped medication of my wife because they all want my wife to die, even the owner of that hospital were even telling the nurse in that hospital that this woman will not survive, and my wife can testify because she can also tell me that the man always tell them that this woman will not survive. And since then, they were not giving her any medical attention. All they were after is the car. They seized, which I don't know where the car is. But the day I moved my wife from, after seeing that they are not giving her medical attention and the health of my wife was becoming so worst, I decided to move my wife to FMC Owerri. And which even the man have to call me to tell me not to take my wife to any other hospital, minding the condition of my wife, that she was, and advised me not to take her to any hospital, that I should take my wife home, from home to the hospital, because he want the woman to die in my hand, which I refused. Then when I moved to FMC, the man asked me to pay extra 4,300,000 and something, when I have already paid to the hospital 1,509,000.
So where's your wife now?
What's the name of the hospital?
Okay, the name of the hospital is Mark of Glory Specialist Hospital.
Where's your wife now?
My wife is at FMC, and to the glory of God, the hospital did, my wife's intestine was outside. My wife's intestine was outside, and he had so many infections, which all I spent to retreat to make sure the infected surgery was treated first before every other thing was done at FMC.
Okay, now what's your appeal to the government of the day in Imo State?
My appeal to the government of the day is they should look into that hospital, investigate that hospital. A lot of people are dying there. I am not saying this thing because I have the power to fight him, but let the government come in and see, because that is, I believe God may use one person. There are people that are bigger than me, may not be able to do this. I'm doing it to save other people's life. So many calamities are happening in that hospital. I witness, if any of you can go there, you will see a lot of people sleeping at the stair. Some of them may not have people that will speak for them. So I believe it's not that by power, but God will do it.
Okay, and apart from speaking with the journalists, have you been able to contact a lawyer and the police about this matter?
Okay, yes. Even at the beginning, my lawyer, Barrister Digwe, is away, and which a petition has been written to IG, and it has been approved, sent, and waiting for the Imo State Command to take an action. So, and that's how so far I've come.
Your car is where now?
I don't even know where my car is.
What kind of car? What brand of car?
Lexus 330.
Owned by your mother, right?
Yes, owned by my mother.
Okay. Oh my God.
So you have any questions?
No, sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Even I don't even know where the car is. They couldn't allow me to know where they are taking the car is.
Tell me your name and the name of your wife.
My name is Obonaya, Jacob Obonaya Ude. My wife's name is Ogechi, Mrs. Ogechi Obonaya.
Do you know the name of the doctor?
Yeah, the name of the doctor, because he's from Delta. You know their name. The name is somehow difficult for me. But Dr. Mark Elibe, that is OKHUELOEIGBE. And the phone number I have is 080. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Now, he was the one that came with a document. He came with a document, say landed document. Lawyer, were you on duty at that time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So came with some documents that they should take it as collateral. For God's sake, how are we going to know that he has land in Ebonyi State? He brought it to the lawyers that okay, since he didn't have money then, they should take it as collateral that he would pay. I personally remember seeing this man upstairs here when he was saying he knelt down. No, he didn't kneel down. He bent. He bent to say he will not disappoint. I said the issue is people can beg like this and tomorrow they will start fighting. He said no, that it's evil people that do that. He's not an evil person, that he's a Christian, and that he said that he works with the Ebonyi State government, that he's working in the Ebonyi State government house, that money is not a problem. He kept saying this. Now I think in the course of okay, make deposit for this, make deposit for this, he brought the what do you call it now? No, before the Lexus, I think on the land he brought and they are like they cannot use your land. What they need is money. What the hospital needs is money, not your land. Finally, I think he finally met them and pleaded with them that okay, they have told them to know that he will not run away with their money, because that's what the legal department is for. For them to know he will not run away with their money, that this is his vehicle, that he signed documents with them that they could treat, that this is vehicle, he's not going to run away with it. And I think they had to even try to get to value the vehicle later on and said okay, this vehicle at this interest rate, for example, can be valued at a particular amount. So if this amount, what if your care goes beyond this?
So he signed a document with your legal team and they handed down the car to them.
He signed
is that what you're saying?
Document with the hospital legal team,
okay,
and handed the car to them.
You didn't confiscate
No, he signed the document. He brought his originals. In fact, he unlocked the vehicle code, the security code. He unlocked it for them so they could drive it and go and keep. That this vehicle is not, he's taking this vehicle anytime soon, that he has the money, that the money is not a problem. The vehicle was just to give them assurance that he will pay, because the hospital management.
After you must have held the land document.
No,
you
not
rejected
after
the land document.
We rejected the land document. He brought the land document. He brought the land document, and the lawyers rejected it.
Because it's difficult to ascertain whether he has that land or not.
And the land is even fine. Okay, even if okay, why don't you sell the land? I have videos in my phone of where he sent me a message that I should please tell the finance that money is not a problem, that he's selling the land.
The vehicle in question that is now standing in as collateral is in your possession up to now. Is it true?
It's not in my possession. I think it is. The legal team should know where it is at the moment.
The legal team, just hold on. Just hold
legal
on.
team of this hospital.
No, good. Now the legal team is part of this one. We just want to ascertain whether the vehicle has been disposed by this hospital.
Has the vehicle been disposed?
So the vehicle, let's establish that the vehicle as at today is in your custody.
Yes, it's in the custody of this hospital.
Beautiful. Now let me don't worry. Let's not, because of time.
Okay.
Now there is something he said. Okay. A very serious allegation. He said you advised him not to take his wife elsewhere.
Even to
no, just that not to take the wife elsewhere.
Okay.
that otherwise that the wife will die.
Okay.
But he decided to take the wife to Federal Medical Center against your advice, and that the wife has survived.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, was he giving a referral?
Were you not supposed to give the referral?
Right.
Thank you. So if we advised him not to take the wife elsewhere, how come we gave her a referral? Do you understand? Now, this is a person who has come in and you are unable to pay. In fact, let me tell you the truth. We kept begging him to take the wife. It was practically force that would force him, take this your wife to FMC. Your bill is getting high. Take your wife to FMC.
Yes, doc,
since you cannot pay for private care.
Dr. Mark, are you telling us that the young man took the wife to the hospital against your instructions without a referral?
That's not what he said, sir.
No, okay. If I am now, Doc, my understanding of what you are saying is that the wife, as at today in FMC, was as a result of the referral document you gave to him. Is it true?
We advised and we referred her to FMC based on the fact that he is unable to procure private services care.
Okay, now
No. Contrary to the advice you gave to him earlier on.
That's not correct, sir. I think you are making some statements that you are trying. I don't know if you are talking from one.
no, that was his allegation. No.
You are saying that contrary to the.
No, Doc.
You are
Doc.
making
Doc. No, Doc.
to what he said.
Doc.
I guess you watched this.
Doc.
You can say contrary to what he said. You can't tell me contrary to the advice I gave you.
No, Doc.
I take exception to that.
Doc, let's get it straight. The straight thing here is that he alleged that you said you don't take your wife to any other place apart from where he is. Now, just hold on. Let's establish this. That you advised him not to do so. Now, what you are now telling us is that, contrary to what he has said, that he is there or the wife is there or was sent there based on the document that was issued from this office.
Yes.
Good. So you are saying that you never told him not to take the wife to elsewhere. Is that what you're saying?
Beautiful.
We didn't tell you not to take the wife elsewhere.
It's very clear. Watch it.
Yes. No. I have said it clearly. Just that when you now made your own statement, that was when I reacted. Now the issue is, if you are a patient here, if we have treated you and you are fine enough to go home, you go home. If we have treated you, you are not fine enough to go home, and we think you cannot pay further, we advise you and refer you to another hospital where you can pay. The major thing that we usually get to have is that when you are referring them from here, they start telling you that the quality of service that they get here, they can't get it elsewhere.
Okay.
And that was exactly what Mr. Jacob kept saying.
Okay.
In fact, I tell you the truth, it was on the first day that Mr. Jacob, we told Mr. Jacob to go to FMC that he left to.
Finally, doctor, because this conversation must end. Finally, doctor, he said he has a bill of 4 million naira down from you to pay.
From the bill is his bill. I don't know his bill, but whatever bill he has been given, let me tell you now, those bills were growing and he was seeing it. He was being given bill updates every time. That's the finance manager there. She will tell you they give bill update regularly, not less than every 2 days.
Now.
Not longer than every 2 days.
No, Doc, that's not the issue. You are not. See, Doc, as at now, he said he has an outstanding bill in this hospital, 4 million naira, 4 point something million naira bill emanating from this hospital.
Okay.
Despite the fact that he was referred to FMC by your statement now. Now, does that mean that that vehicle under your custody now are now been taking that 4 million. If you didn't pay, that vehicle has become the property of the hospital.
No, the hospital don't need his car.
Good.
The hospital is not asking him for his car. He is the one that is running away.
So how much is his bill?
Not, I don't know his bill.
So if you remove how much he has paid earlier, does that reduce the 4 million naira you have already given to him as services you've rendered?
See, sir, listen. I am a medical doctor. Yeah. I don't know bills. Bills don't pass through me. We are working as clinicians. Just like I'm a neurosurgeon. She's a nephrologist. She's a cardiothoracic surgeon. We work as consultants. Finance people generate their bills.
Right.
I want to be sure that
We're here.
finance people generate their bills, and as they generate the bills don't come to the doctors. The bill goes to the patient straight. If the patient has issue with the bill, they will give the patient an opportunity to meet what we call the liaising team.
Okay.
The liaising team is headed by the head of nursing section. No, sir, don't stop this, please. It's headed by the head of nursing section, and it's made up of the head of nursing section, the administrator, and the head of legal department. So they discuss and negotiate with the patient. They are the ones that have the power to give discounts, not even me. When I used to have power those days to give discounts, I used to overgive because my own is just empathy. Do you understand? Oh, just save the patient. Oh, he doesn't have money. But at the end of the day, you may not have salaries. So they give the bills. Now, if the bill is getting too high, there's another section we call the revenue task force. Those are the ones that come and start saying, please, who are the consultants managing this patient? Please refer this patient out.
Okay.
Or discharge this patient.
Okay, doctor, final. You know I said finally before.
You can talk. I'm open.
Yes, I know. But then, so may we know how many other patients that have run into these difficulties with you over time, and how many vehicles do you now have in your possession to make sure they are, your bills?
So we sell cars.
No, you don't sell cars, but you may want to take it in the custody so that they will become an avenue of recovering your money.
My dear brother, we don't go about taking cars. His own is the only one I can even think about or remember, because he is the one that, in fact, he left the vehicle. In fact, I think we should actually go and catch him wherever he is. That, Oga, you are with our money. We can be using our money. We cannot use your vehicle.
Now, do you have treated patients in this hospital that cannot go because they are owing you?
We don't.
Okay. Gentlemen, do you have...
Oh, yeah. You have spoken very well, my doctor. And now I want to know the time the woman was admitted in the hospital that warranted that 5 million naira.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy that it's a journalist that's asking this. Please spread this message. The duration of time in a hospital does not determine the bill. What determines the bill includes services and materials. Not even the drugs, because sometimes you say, which drug did you give me? Now, let me tell you now that I can give 3 units of normal saline, and the patient will die. I'll give half, the patient will survive. So, if 3 were to give more money, then it means that I should give 3, isn't it? No, it is the services, and these services has to do with 1, the level of technicalities involved in making decisions, which has to do with the permutations and strategies put in the patient's care. 2, the level of effort, which has to do with the physical energy and time put into the patient's care. 3, the level of liability, the level of psychological torture or psychological trauma that you may go through involved in this patient's care. Like this person now is giving us unnecessary trauma. But for God's sake, we shouldn't be here. We should be thinking of how to save the next patient. Then, finally, the level of risk reduction and convenience. How well have you been able to make this patient convenient? For example, a patient that would ordinarily stay for 10 days in the hospital, and the family are running up and down going to the hospital, the wife cannot go to work, the children cannot go to school, you are able to treat the patient in 2 days. That definitely in such a case, the cost of care should be higher if you are able to make the patient stay shorter. So that is why I'm telling you, when you said how long did this patient stay that made this that. In fact, the shorter the patient you are able to make the patient stay, the better. For example, now he is saying from what he said that his wife has stayed for about a month and a half somewhere. If